Hello everybody, welcome back. Parts are here. They came all at once somehow. It's a Christmas miracle. And yeah, the FedEx driver pulled up to my house and just took the whole truck out the back and was like, here you go. And so yeah, we got parts. Let's get unboxing video started off. We got AC Delco spark plug wires. They're gonna fit this time. They didn't fit the first time. They're gonna fit this time. As you can see, it says, this will fit Daniel's Trans Am. Yeah, because I'm Asian and I can read it. So, all right, next, I already know what this is without even looking at it. This is, nope, I didn't know what it was. I was wrong. What is this? What the frick? Oh, it's our master cylinder, right? Yeah, it's our master cylinder because if we're gonna go, we need to be able to stop, and yup, that's about it. So yeah, we got a master cylinder, looking new. Yeah, this stuff is gonna look so weird on an old fart car and engine. Got a bunch of brand new shiny stuff on it. You're gonna be able to tell exactly what we replaced. I asked whoever stole my brake pedal to kindly give it back, and so here it is. They sent it back to us, but I had to pay them for it. All right, now we have a brake pedal, because how are you gonna use your brakes if you ain't got a brake pedal? I'm gonna get a brake pedal used off of eBay, and you know what? That'll do it. For now, that'll do it. We're just trying to get this thing driving right now. I have to be a millionaire if we wanted this thing to look perfect.
It's a box in a box.
We got a box, woo! We got a box, I don't believe it. No, I didn't order a fuel tank. What kind of fuel tank would that be? Oh, our brake booster. It said there was a delay on that when I first got it, so I really didn't expect it to show up. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, this actually doesn't exist. Oh, it's dirty too. This is a reman, so technically, this is an original, like used. So it's just been redone up. So this does go on this car. And you can tell it's a reman because it's dirty as frick. So anyways, there's that. And then here is our fuel line that I destroyed taking the carburetor off. So this better fit because this is probably like the most important thing if we want it to actually run for a minute. So wait a second, we're missing something. Not everything's here. You know, I was debating on getting Cadillac or Trans Am motor mounts. I got Trans Am motor mounts that I was gonna bolt to the frame of this car and give us some stability on this engine. I was gonna rig it up somehow. They're not here yet. They will be here. So we're gonna put this fuel line on. We're gonna start rigging up some brakes, and then stuff's gonna keep arriving. We're gonna put a daggum. Lost my train of thought. We're gonna start rigging up some brakes. I still need some brake lines, but at least we can start. At least parts are here. We can start actually working on stuff now instead of sitting here listening to me talk all day and talk about how I want to fix the car and not actually fix the car because I don't have any parts. It's a start, so let's get started. Now that we got our snazzy new shirt on, we're ready to craft. Get it, Thor craft. Watch this, twin. I'm just gonna throw it on there, not even gonna think about it. And it's gonna fit perfectly. And it's gonna fit. Come on, bro. Move. And it's gonna fit perfectly. Bro, that junk is not going to fit. It's not gonna fit, is it? Bro, that's some bull crap, bro. That's not gonna fit. First obstacle in the first freaking 10 seconds. You gotta be kidding me. Guys, already ran into an obstacle. Dude, the freaking brake booster doesn't fit in here because this stupid engine's too big. It doesn't fit. It goes on these bolts, right? And then this goes through this hole to your brake pedal, right? I think, and fairly certain, and that junk does not fit. Come here and work on something. Okay, so, yeah, you put that on. You're gonna have to get this big one off of this one. You can see that's the junk we broke. We clapped it. You can put the brake pedal on, how about that?
Okay, let's put that.
Dude, there is pollen pouring out of this thing. It's like pixie dust. You see that?
Ew.
Oh my gosh. What the? That's what we need. This is what we don't. Now we gotta get this bad boy loose. All right, lefty loosey, righty tighty, except we're faced the same way and upside down. Yeah. Good old jump start technique. Cause you gotta use that kinetic force in your and the rotation of the earth in your favor so that your wrench can get stuck on the bolt and then the whole engine wiggles instead of the right thing coming loose. Am I going the wrong way? I am, I'm tightening it. I said all that bull crap and then went the wrong way. I'm so dumb, dude. Now I'm never gonna get it loose. If you've noticed, there's a very big lack of lubricants being used, and you might think I have some big secret, but the secret really is that I'm very stupid. It's coming loose though.
For all the engine stuff, I had to look up a 72 Eldorado, and for all the brake stuff, I had to look up a 79 Trans Am. So I was like, what if I got confused? But I don't think I did. Actually, I know I didn't because Taylor's the one that sent it to me. Oh, I know what you can do, Jackson. Replace these plug wires, twin. They're in that box. Yup.
Are these the right kind now?
Yeah, they gonna fit. I'm telling you. I say, I do declare. And you know what? I don't know why I'm taking this fuel line off, because we're gonna have to take this whole fuel pump out because I'm pretty sure I got a whole new pump. So there's a couple bolts here. We're gonna take them out and we're gonna replace the whole thing. And then there's another bolt holding this junk in. So I should be doing that instead. They made a new hole for the steering column. Is it too late to set this car on fire? We're finding out in real time why this car was $625. I love how we're like, let's put some brake stuff together, and now we're taking the steering column apart. Like completely unrelated. Good morning, everybody. I've been contemplating my entire life, and I'm like, can I even do this car? And I'm just trying to figure out, like, it's super overwhelming. And then yesterday, Taylor was like, oh, the brake pedal or the steering column, excuse me, the steering column is in the wrong spot. And that just sent me down this loophole of like, everything's in the wrong spot, nothing, like everything's nasty. And like, this is a waste. But I came out here this morning, looked at this junk, and I'm like, it's not in the wrong spot. It's exactly what I thought. And the hardware is there, right? So we have this whole thing, and then we have our switches here. We have our pedal. This bracket is in the car, and just the pedal is missing. The pedal itself is missing, that's it. And so I was like, I could just replace the pedal, but the bracketry part, super rusted. So if you see, it's kind of hard to see, but you have these bolts right here, right? So it just kind of runs up over the steering column. Like, this is insanely hard to film, but this piece of metal right here is it. It just comes down right here, and that's where our studs are coming out. And so that's the bracket right there. See that? There's our switch, which, I mean, there's two on this new one, and there's only one on this one. But if you look at this, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's like right in this corner, it's a bunch of rust. So I'm like, that's junk. So that needs to come out. And so I'm like, can I even get this out without literally taking the whole dash apart? But if you look over here, this junk was super on fire at this point, which is probably what started this nonsense and made it a car that he was like, I'm just gonna mess with it, because it was on fire. You can see all the junk. This is wiring, and it is just hanging down. It's all the way messed up. You can see heat bubbles right there, super rusty in here under this dash, and then there's like a rust hole burnt into that right above our bell housing there. And I'm like, great, that's lovely. Which I knew that, I just hadn't gotten under there and looked at it yet, but you can tell right here. You see that? We got bubbling, our glass is cracked. Then I'm like, oh, maybe this can be reupholstered, but I mean, there's junk warp. Like, this is probably junk. Like, we might try to save it, just because getting a replacement one of these, like, I want it to look somewhat original. Like, I want it to look like a Trans Am, but like a replacement dash for this is mad expensive. So I was like, we can try to save it, and we probably will, but that's where we're at right now. Like, this whole dash is probably gonna have to come out anyways, and I gotta take that bracket off to put this new bracket in so we can have brake pedal. But it is a little bit of a relief that the steering column is not in the wrong spot. Like, we started taking that out. That's not in the wrong spot, it just looks super janky. I don't know what the deal is with that, but this is indeed where our brake booster should sit, and that is indeed where our steering column goes. But then that leads me to, like, this whole firewall is messed up, and I'm like, I need to fix it. But it's gonna be really hard with this giant freaking engine in the way, And all this is gunked up too. Like, it just doesn't look good. Everything is crusty. None of it looks good. And as much as I want to be like, throw new parts on the engine, get these brakes hooked up, which is what I was that's what I was going for. That's what I was doing before. I was trying to get this thing running and driving. And now I'm just at a point where I'm like, that whole brakes issue, literally the first thing we tried to start on, I'm like, we'll do these brakes. And then that just kick-started this whole, like, I'm gonna have to take everything inside apart to even get a brake pedal bracket hooked up so that I can then get the brake booster on. And the brake booster, I'm gonna have to either try to move this engine over because I don't think it's centered, so I can maybe scoot it this way some, because it's just sitting there, so I can just scoot it this way to get the brake booster to fit, to try to rig up all the brakes. And I'm like, after we get it running and driving, like, what then? Like, while all this stuff is missing, shouldn't I go ahead and fix all this? So it's just been sending me down this giant spiral of like, what do I do? Do I just try to like get it driving for now and then like worry about doing restoration later? Cause I mean, this project's going to take forever if I try to go like proper restoration, make it look really good. But if I rush it and try to drive it, then it's gonna be super like janky and I'm not gonna be pleased. So I don't really know what to do. Someone help. To be honest, like, I wanna run this motor because we have it, but I also wanna just be like, get it running and be like, someone trade me please for a 6.6. Either a 400, 455, whatever. I guess the 455 was probably what went in here, so that's probably what would fit. Because I think that would make this a lot easier if we had the engine that actually fit in the first place. Like, we could get this to work. We could get it to work, but I'm probably gonna pull it out anyways, because all that junk under it, I'm like, this frame needs to get brushed off, and these control arms, like all that junk needs to get brushed off, painted, and protected, and it'll look a lot better. You can see there's random freaking cuts right here on this cross member that need to be welded up. This daggum hunk of garbage motor mount location needs to be either re-welded or done away with. Like, it's not straight, look at that. It's like cockeyed. And so I'm just, don't really know what to do with it. I don't know what to do at all. See, and if I did want to just be like, let's just get this thing running today, I'm still missing a tensioner pulley and a power steering pump so that I can have belts. Like, if I want to run it for real, I at least need a water pump belt, and then preferably the alternator too. But like, I'm missing those extra pulleys, so my belts that I have don't daggum fit. And then it's like, if I do put a power steering pulley on there, you don't want to run your power steering pump dry. So then I need to rig up the power steering, and all those lines are cut too, just like the brake lines. I'm tweaking right now. I'm so sorry. I'm geeking and I apologize. But that's just where my brain's at right now. I'm just like, what the frick? So I'm gonna make a daggum decision on what I want to do, and then we're gonna do it. And that's all there is to it. I'm gonna sit here and stare at it for another 30 minutes and then we might do something. Yeah, it's only been 3.5 minutes. I think I made a decision. This is going to be the on fire bird. It's gonna be the on fire bird. Get it? Because it's a Firebird and it was on fire, and it's gonna be the on fire bird. And guess what? If I wanna do a full restoration, that takes a lot of freaking time, a lot of freaking money. I don't have either one of those things. Let's throw it together. I decided, let's throw it together. And then at a later date and time, when I have the means and the ability, then we'll restore it. It won't be fully original, but we'll make it pretty. How about that? How about that? Let's freaking do it. Let's do something. It's gonna be a good day. After literally hours, it might be ready to come out. There's parts of it over here, like in this area, that are like literally, like the little tabs that screw them in aren't even there, but like the plastic is melted to those tabs. Get out. Oh my gosh. Man, look at this nonsense, dude. This is absolute carnage. So bad. The rust is bad. Oh. Look at that pile of wiring. Like, what do you even, what do you think about that? That's the gist of it. But sadly, like, I was touching this thing and it was just falling apart. Like, sadly, I don't think any part of this is salvageable in the slightest. Oh yeah, here's our gauge cluster there. So bad. There she is in her crusty glory. Dude, look at that. See how bad that is? It just, absolutely, it's just awful. As bad as I wanted to save it, it's 100% totaled, just like this. This is totaled as well. I don't know if an electrician in the world could fix this. Yeah, it's all gotta come out. I'm about to rip that out. We did all this vacuuming for nothing. I swear the amount of freaking dirt daubers is absolutely ridiculous. Some stuff just gotta be yanked. How does this come out, I wonder? That is so funny. It literally almost came out by me tugging on it. Oh, it did come out. Well, that was easy. All right. Well, this is what we're reduced to. So you can see what this guy did, how there's like a wall behind it, like it's not just going straight through all this rust. He just, instead of like replacing it, he just slapped another layer over it. Which, I mean, I guess it works, except he cut a bunch of freaking nonsense holes. Like, this guy was a absolute wild ball with the angle grinder. Like, he was just cutting stuff willy-nilly. He was switching engines around willy-nilly, he's cutting stuff willy-nilly. So now, I gotta patch up the secondary wall. There's our steering column, by the way. And I would like to point out, actually, hold on, let me finish what I was on about. And then this is rusted through, I gotta fix it. This is rusted through, I gotta fix it. It's supposed to make like a semicircle, but it's just running away. And that, so I gotta fix that. I gotta seal up the majority, probably almost all of that over there. I'm just gonna seal it up, because that's for like heater core and a bunch of other nonsense that we're not gonna use. We just need a couple passages through the firewall for, like, we got our steering column, we got brake booster, pedal stuff, and then this is for our wiring harness. So like all that getting closed up. So that junk's gotta get closed up. This junk has to be repaired. And I would like to point out that on taking all this stuff off of the steering column, or actually anything during this entire process, I did not break a single electrical clip, okay? And now if you work on stuff all the time, you know what that means. Like, you know how hefty of a statement that is to say that this thing was on fire, was exposed to a bunch of heat, and I didn't break one electrical clip. Like, they were bending just like normal. Like, working on a regular car, like, you could work on this thing over here and I break daggum 5 electrical clips just because I looked at them the wrong way. Automakers, y'all got no excuse. Like, they proved that they could do it, and then they just stopped doing it. There's another thing that's gotta get either ignored or addressed. I'm gonna try to address everything. Like, since we're in here, I'm just gonna do it. So yeah, now, and all that started because I wanted this bracket, and now it's about the only thing left in the car. So that comes out now, and this one can go in. But it's probably just gonna stay out for a minute because I gotta repair this wall and stuff. and try to get this cleaned up. This all started with a daggum brake pedal and a master cylinder and a brake booster. Oh, it's not looking good. I'm stupid when it comes to wiring, so I'm not smart with it. But I should be able to fix this metal, unless it's just, nah, I'm not even gonna say that. I can fix it. I can fix this metal. It might not look like the Mona Lisa, but I can fix it on some sort. All right, guys, I'm done with the inside for a minute for my own sanity. We are going to do engine stuff. I'm gonna do some super janky wiring. Taylor's gonna get, we have our fuel pump. Our fuel line's already here. The fuel pump should be here today. So she's gonna go ahead and get this old one off. And then so when the new one is here, we can put it on. And yep, that's it for now. Number one thing, look at this pollen, dude. This is freaking ridiculous. We are swimming in it. It's a good thing I don't get big allergies or I would be not having a good time. I'll tell you that much. And we're starting a new tradition as of right now. I just decided. They always, if you get stuff from Rock Auto, they always send you a daggum magnet. So we're gonna magnet on the door every time we get one. There we go. We got 3 of them. Yeah, Rock Auto, sponsor us, dude. I'm out of freaking money. I need car parts. Sponsor us. Sponsor us. And I'm gonna cover this whole car in magnets. And if you don't sponsor it, I'll come to your house. I'll come to your house and I'll put stickers of myself on your car. Huh? How about that? Okay. We put fuel and sparkulator and stuff. So we're gonna run and get some gas and see if this puppy will bark. Now, if my wiring is correct, and it's probably not, then we'll see if this sucker will do something. Get these wires out the way here. And if this battery is charged enough, debatable. We're gonna fill this bowl up to the top and give it some medicine. All right, this switch should make spark happen. And then, get out my face, B. And then this should make cranky happen. It's not doing anything. Maybe it's time for Oh Reliable. Oh Reliable, are we getting spark? Yes, we're getting spark. Ah! We did it! Ugh. Dude, that is a freaking machine. See? I spent a really long time wiring this up just now, just to do some junk like that, purely for motivation. Cause I mean, this thing ain't nowhere close to driving. But if I can sit here and motivation, or else I'll quit and never freaking come back to it again. I've never taken on a project anything like this before. It's pretty daunting, I'm not gonna lie. What are we instantly leaking? Instant oil leak. What the frick? From where? I don't see wet anywhere, except for the bottom of this oil filter. I mean, look, we gotta find out where the oil leak's coming from now. It's only responsible to start it again and see where the oil leak's coming from, of course. I just realized something. You see how much fuel I just poured in there? It drank all that in 3 seconds? I thought that would like fill the bowl up and it would run for like at least 30 seconds. There is no way it drank all that fast. Dude, I think there's straight up, I think the oil filter is like straight up cracked at the bottom. But you know what? That also means that there's oil pressure. So I call it a win. Hold on, There's no way it drank it that fast. Gulp, 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 gulp. Gone. Yeah, that's... There's no way! I can't afford to run this thing! What? A gallon a minute? I must be doing something wrong. Somebody tell me what I just did wrong, because from what I can tell, that's the bowl or whatever, and I'm put a bunch of fuel in there, and it... Gone. And that's like I know that's not a butt ton, but that's like, it should run longer than that, right? She's a thirsty girl.
You have done drinking a long time.
I went for 27 years without a drink. Relapse. Time to relapse, old girl. That's a hoss, bro. That's a hoss and a half. Let's hook up we need to hook up a fuel jug to it. Oh yeah, by the way, hey guys, we got our pump on and our line, but we just haven't. There's two nipples. I've got this one, I guess this is the return, but there's a big one down here, and so that's why we haven't even got a stupid thingamabob hooked up to it yet, because I don't think we have any line that size. Like, we've got some that's too big, and we got some that's not big enough. I don't think we have some the right size. So, or else I'd hook a fuel jug to it right now. This car is still a disaster, but it's a disaster with a running engine. That's what you could call this. This crack house abomination. At least it runs, because if I had got a busted car with a locked engine, I would have drove all the way back to Alabama and grabbed that lifted monster truck Cadillac as reimbursement for the sins of giving me a piece of junk. Anyways, yeah, now I have to be an adult. Like, we might hook up a gas jug for a minute, but now I have to be a real person, and like, I'm gonna get back on the interior and fab that up and fab up this firewall on the outside so we can get our brake pedal in and our steering column and get a dash back in there. Not that dash, but a dash back in there. Somebody send me a dash. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a dash. So I'm gonna clean it and get it ready for when a dash gets here, put it back in, then we do a seat, and we'll have pedals in there. And then, oh yeah, at some point today, my motor mounts are supposed to be here, so we can actually try to get this thing to daggum sit still for a minute, then do brakes, and then technically it should drive. Oh yeah, and a shifter. Oh, so much. We're gonna do stuff, and we'll see you guys later. Send help.